Hey guys, Ryo and Mike here on a rainy Friday morning, and last night at midnight we saw a scary little movie called Paranormal Activity. If you don't know already, Paranormal Activity is it's a scary little horror movie that's basically kind of like a Blair Witch Project-y sort of idea, but applied to a haunted house kind of idea. There's a young couple that live in San Diego, and they've experienced a whole bunch of weird stuff going on at their house, like faucets turning on and off and doors slamming. So the guy in the couple, he buys a fancy camera and decides that he's going to make it his mission to capture all the weird stuff on film, and that's kind of the setup for the rest of the film.
Directed by this guy named Oren Peli. He made this film that couldn't have cost him more than $1,000. A large part of this thing is hype, which a lot of people, like, the standard position is like, oh, it's all hype. That means it's bad. Which I'm not so sure I agree with. It's like all movies are hype. That's what Hollywood is. Hollywood is hype, varying degrees. And the more hype, the better, I guess, as long as you know that it's hype. And I think that you can maybe do that with this movie. What did you think? Did you like it?
I did like it. This movie had the kind of scares that I actually think are super scary in horror movies. You don't need a monster in your movie. You don't need something with fangs, and you don't need people turning into zombies for something to be scary. You just need normal people doing weird and unexpected things.
Bumps and a swaying chandelier.
Right.
And,
the parts of this movie that were super scary, you can't even really explain what happened in that scene to make it scary. Whereas, like, if you talk about a Friday the 13th movie, it's like, oh, the one part that was really scary was when Jason had the machete. And it's like, okay, Jason, machete, right, that's scary. But in this movie, it's like covers being thrown off the bed while people are sleeping. And, like, I don't need to find out what is making those covers fly off the bed. The fact that they're flying off the bed, the fact that the people in the movie know about as much as I do makes it that much more scary. And I feel like the only weak part of the movie, without giving too much away, was literally the very end. It sort of falls back on stuff that you may have seen before and that you could predict, but you're hoping the whole movie that it wouldn't be that.
it's not that it has a bad ending. It's not disappointing. The only thing that's different is it's a lot less elegant than the rest of the film. Most of the movie's paced really well. It's executed with a really pretty good deal of restraint. Mm-hmm. It's neat that they cast the people that they did, because they're not just Hollywood normal looking. They cast real, actual human-looking people in it. They did all of the classic, what they teach you in film school about how to build suspense, if they ever even still do that kind of thing. They don't show the monster. They use sound effect and sound design. They use lighting cues, and they use performance to get the scares across. And the ending loses that elegance. You almost kind of wish it was like 5 minutes shorter. Like just the 5 minutes immediately preceding the resolution, when they're just making bad decision after bad decision after bad decision. Maybe it could have been 5 minutes shorter and just ended way more abruptly, but it probably wouldn't have been as scary. And that's probably just an unavoidable, I think, consequence of making a film that cost that little money. If it cost them $2,000, you almost wish that they had like $2,500 to spend, and it would have made it that much better. Right. They didn't need $1 million to make it better. They just needed another character or another location for 10 minutes.
Like one more location. I think you mentioned this last night too, and I think you're totally right. Just seeing one more location maybe would have cemented the whole
believability factor.
Yes.
And it's really enjoyable for me, especially as somebody that's interested in filmmaking and interested in filmmaking on a small budget. Literally, it's all of the lessons of how to make a film for cheap put into one film. Write a film that you can shoot in a location that you have access to. Write a film that has effects that you can do on your budget. And the thing with the hype thing is it's fun to participate in. It's a movie where you want people to scream and you want somebody in the back to go, "Don't go in there, don't go in there," because it's such a classic haunted house horror thing. There's one Indian guy that had this great English accent that I kept hearing just going, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, please." Like watching people enjoy it, whether they were enjoying it for the hype or the quality, was as much fun as actually watching the film.
I think the hype did have a lot to do with it because like I didn't really know a lot about this movie going into it, but I'd sort of seen and heard and read about little alternate reality sort of marketing that they've had for this movie, like because it is Blair Witchy, it's found footage, it's like this document is put together from whatever the events of this night. They go all the way with that to the point where the movie just kind of starts. There's no Paramount logo, there's no opening credits, there's no closing credits. It literally starts with a title card that sets up the movie, and then you watch the movie. I don't blame people for freaking out as they did in the audience, because I think all that sort of stuff, all the marketing, subconsciously sets you up for something where you're thinking in the back of your mind, this could be real. Like maybe it is real, and it fools you for just that much. And then the way that the movie is shot and put together kind of pushes you over the edge.
It's the perfect combination of a filmmaker using classic genre filmmaking, suspense building tools, doing his job and scaring an audience, combined with the classic marketing might and hype building machine of Hollywood.
What's your score out of 10?
I say it was thoroughly enjoyable night at the movie. I give it a solid 7.8.
I think that's pretty fair.
Are you going to copy me?
I'm going to copy you. Or maybe I'll give it a 7.9.